Hello, everyone. Today's devotional is called Poor Peter. I'm going to read you the story about Peter walking on water. So indulge me and let me read this to you from the Bible. Matthew 14:22 to 33. Immediately, Jesus made the disciples get into the boat and go on ahead of him to the other side while he dismissed the crowd. After he had dismissed the crowd, he went up on a mountainside by himself to pray. Later that night, he was alone, and the boat was already a considerable distance from land, buffeted by the waves because the wind was against it. Shortly before dawn, Jesus went out to them, walking on the lake. When the disciples saw him walking on the lake, they were terrified. "It's a ghost," they said, and cried out in fear. But Jesus immediately said to them, "Take courage. It is I. Don't be afraid." "Lord, if it is you, tell me to come to you on the water." "Come," he said. Then Peter got down out of the boat, walked on the water, and came towards Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid and began to sink and cried out, "Lord, save me." Immediately Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. "You of little faith," he said, "why did you doubt?" And when they climbed into the boat, the wind died down. Then those who were in the boat worshipped him, saying, "Truly you are the Son of God." What a great story. So why did I call this devotional Poor Peter? Well, he got out of the boat. Peter walked on water. He walked on water. But that's not what we concentrate on. What we concentrate on is his failure. His failure to walk on water. He didn't fail to walk on water. He walked on water. But like all the rest of us, we do great for a while with whatever our endeavors are. We do really well, and then the world distracts us. We take our eyes off of Jesus and we fall. And the primary reason we don't do acts of faith more often or try acts of faith more often is because we don't want the ridicule. Then the ridicule will always be there. Trust me, you know this. Okay? People don't remember that Peter actually walked on water. They remember that he failed, but he did it. He walked on water for some time before he went in to the water. And his fault was he took his eyes off of Jesus. That's true of any sin we commit. When we take our eyes off of Jesus, we screw up. We could be doing really well in some endeavor we've got going on because of God, and then something happens and boom, there we are. We failed. We get up, we dust ourselves off and do it again. The difference is nobody writes about us in the Bible so that everybody can read it and see, man, look at that. Joe failed to do this. Here's what's important. Joe tried, and he succeeded for a period of time. And maybe next time if he tries, he might succeed longer. But will he even try again? I mean, when people get on your case about, man, you really screwed up. How could you do such a thing? Where's the positive in Peter walking on water? And, Jesus even said to him, "You have little faith." He told him how he screwed up. But I wish there would have been a follow-up to that where Jesus took him out when no one else was around and said, "Let's try it again. Come on with me. Let's walk out on the water." He didn't do that. I don't know why he didn't do that. I wonder why he didn't do that. But then again, the Bible is not for me to completely understand. But wasn't it commendable that Peter was the only one that had the audacity and the nerve to say, let me come to you on the water? And for a short time, he did it. So we have to not let our fear of failure cause us to not try to do better, to do things that we don't see other Christians doing. How are we going to stretch our faith? How are we going to make our faith stronger if we just stay safe all the time like all those other guys in the boat? It's easy for them to criticize, isn't it? But you know what? Everybody who criticizes him, except Jesus, they never got out of the boat. Something to consider. Have a great day, church. I love you.